Yo, what is up, my boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a match analysis on this here game, ECHO versus NXPE. A lot of you guys have requested this. It actually won for most votes. We're going to be doing game 1 and 2 in the same video though, because I've heard that these games are short. I've also seen the result. It's a 2-0. I just don't know what exactly happens in the game. I actually don't know anything about what happened in the game. So we're going into this blind, except for the scores. I know the scores. Yeah, let's just start. Okay, so starting off, you can already see just the normal standard bands, honestly. Give me a second, my dudes. Alright, there you go. Now you should be able to hear audio. But yeah, I'm seeing just standard bands here. For Echo, this is what they usually like, right? I mean, they have a very good roamer, so why not just ban a Diggy first, force a few respect bans over from Evos. The Fair Mist comes through again, another very good pick. It's pretty darn broken. And then they go for the Kaja ban. Alright, so Kaja ban. Still just fully respect here. Maybe a first pick Valentina that they want to go for. No, actually no, they might not want to go for a Valentina. They might actually want to go for a Farsa here. Damn, they banned Kadira. I think this is the first. Is it the first time ever that the Chou has been left out in the first phase? But yeah, they could go for the Fredrin. They could go for the Farsa if they're really confident with it. I think Fredrin is the best pick. If you want to go for first pick, then they can go for Chou Farsa here, or maybe they go for Farsa here and then something, and then they go Chou. Right? It can work either way. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Should be, yep. Fredrin should just be Fredrin here. It's Lapu and Farsa. Okay, so there you go. Farsa, Lapu. I mean, knowing the Chou is going to be banned later on, I think the Chou should be picked up here. Against the Farsa, if they really want to go in, they can go for Yuzong. If they want to go for a safer pick, they can go for Glue. It's pretty good in lane against the Lapu. That's the Chou. That's the Yuzong. As expected, the dive. Gold laner? No. I expected them to go maybe for a gold laner first, procure like a winning side lane. But they go for the Akai. I think the Akai really works here, right? It works. It works. It really works. It works. It works against the Fredrin for neutral objective take, so it's a strong pick. Now I think they want to respect ban. I mean, with the draft that they have, Farsa, Lapu. I think respecting. I don't know. Do they even want to? Do they even need to respect the Melissa? They have the Farsa to outrange the Melissa, but if they really want to be safe, if they really want to have the Lapu get to the back line on Benny, and maybe go for the Melissa ban, if they want to secure a winning lane for the gold laner, they can go for another gold lane ban. Or Mage. Yeah, Mage can work too. Valentina Yves, maybe, if they really want to go for the full ban towards there. I think Echo are going to try to set up for their gold laner for Benny. Or they could just go for like a roamer ban too. Yeah, they're just gonna set up for Benny. Strong side lane, so they have two really good strong sides, and that works. Maybe for the mid lane, if they really want to go for mobile, for like a mobile mid lane. I'm trying to think here. What do they want to go for? Valentina, good ban. If they should probably get rid of the Lilia if they really want mid control. If they really want mid control. Farsa does pretty well against the Eve. Lilia clears better. Yeah, Lunox and gold lane definitely works here. They have a lot of physical damage already. Lunox is a very good pick. Let's see. They go for the Valentina Eve. And yeah, they're setting up completely for Benny. Look at the bans. I wonder what Benny wants to pick here. Harith and Carry. Probably Claude. Is that what he's going for here? Usually, personally for me, I go like, if I see the Carry and Harith ban, I think about the Claude. And NXPE can just pick up the Brody last. They can really just counter pick and set up for their gold lane. They can pick up their roamer first here. I mean, it's against the Chou. I think it'd be pretty good if they go for. They can pick up the gold lane here, actually, and then pick up, like, the roamer last, because they can go for, like, Lolita last if they... Oh, they go for Lolita first. Okay. Benny should not go for Brody this time. I think Melissa works really well here. Oh, yeah, but they were going for Claude. forgot. I said it already. They were going for Glud. Sanji. They really want to dive, man. I think Lunox works against the Lolita, maybe not so much, but you can really burst down the Akai and the Lapu. Against the Farsa, you do okay. If they want to go for the safer pick, it's Lilia. What's a weird pick that they can go for? We saw the Gushin at M4, but I don't think the Gushin works here. Forgot about Julian. Yeah, Julian. Yeah. Julian works really well here. I wouldn't say actually, maybe not really well, but Julian works. Julian works. For Echo, it definitely works. Against the Claude, though, this is a Brody lane. Should be. If you go for the Melissa, it's Brody or Moskov. I'm thinking Brody or Moskov. Melissa doesn't do too well against the Claude, so if they go for Melissa, it's not really going to be able to bully the Claude really hard. I think who really bullies the Claude really hard is the Brody. Moskov just scales. Beatrix. Interesting choice. I think the Claude does better against the Beatrix in lane, so did not think about that pick, but the Beatrix does scale pretty well because it's comp. Beatrix is gonna really struggle, man. I don't really like the Beatrix pick there. You already have such a very already have a very vulnerable you have a very vulnerable holy crap mage in the Farsa, so going for the Beatrix is basically you're doubling down on the vulnerable backline. Gives the Yuzong so much more room to dive, and when the Yuzong dives and they're all focused on Yuzong, Claude can just free hit. So I think maybe that's why Echo won this game. I think in the drafts I really like Echo's draft. Coach Tic Tac did a really good job. They have they have one winning lane. Sanford's going to be in the winning lane for early on at least. Sanji is going to be in a losing lane matchup in the mid lane, but it's not really going to matter that much because they have a very solid jungler. They can really kind of like cover the gaps. Yawi kind of helps as well. So I think in terms of wave clear, mid lane, Yawi and Sanji does pretty well against the Farsa. It's just they get outranged. Claude, again, can just farm up all the way against the Beatrix. He's never really in any... Good clear. Good clear. Benny just gets the... Wow. Good rotation by Yawi. Again, when you're... Okay, just a fun little tip, right, guys? If you have a weak side gold laner... weaker matchup, you want to try to do that on roamer or jungler. It really depends, right? If your roamer is the one that's mobile, you can go for that. And see, it's the same here. It's just really smart. These little things that they do, you can implement in your games. Carl TZ and Yawi, they both cleared the lanes. Why did they clear the lanes, and why are they not giving it purely for the mid lane and the gold laners? Because jungle item and roam item basically makes them unable to get any gold and XP from the minion waves in lane up until the 5th minute of the game. Okay, so I still see a lot of people actually like complain when their junglers help clear the lane. A lot of people are like, dude, don't take my gold. No, they're not taking any gold. They're not taking any XP. Okay, dudes? Okay, dudes? Okay? It's to help you. Unless you're... Okay, if you're in a winning lane and you want to freeze the waves, then I can understand you getting mad. But if you're in the losing matchup, it really helps, especially early on. Like here, Benny gets so much pressure relieved off of him, and even the Julian. We mentioned outrange, so the way that they can play. Here as well, this is... I think this is pretty standard. I think everybody knows about this too, though. Like mid laner roaming right as turtle spawns to actually get level 4 in the XP lane. Good fight. Good fight by NXPE, man. But Sanford. What the heck is this kid on, dude? He's so good. Echo did have the better setup. NXPE just did a really good job. And honestly, neutral objective control should just be for NXPE every single time. With the Akai, it's just Sanford. What the heck, Sanford? Wait. Whoa, what's going on here? What happened there? It's a little bit of a bug, I think, with the production. Yeah. What a clean fight, man. Sanford. Whoa. That's what I was worried about, right? I mean, the Beatrix wasn't even there and the backline was just done. Whoa, what's going on here? Whoa. This is from the stream. This is not from me. Oh, 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 oh. Uncharacteristic miss by Yawi. Wow, wow. Flickered and then skill 1. Yeah, whoa, first, damn. Haven't seen that mistake in a long time from Yawi. Wow, wow, wow. It's good to see that he's still human. It's very good to see that he's still human. Good snipe by... See, okay, this is also... You can tell just by the damage he took there from the Beatrix. He went for steel leg plates for item. You want to do this as the weak side, guys. Always respect your laner, especially when you're up against the Beatrix who can really poke you down. Steel leg plates is key to winning these skirmishes, okay? And to just survive in lane, especially on weak side. Even if you're in the XP lane, guys, steel leg plates is so value, okay? So go and get steel leg plates. Benny's taking 2 waves here, clearing up top, using BMI, getting halfway point. Yawi, really good rotation by Yawi here. Again, something that you guys can see. When Benny went over to the mid lane, you can see the map here. Yawi actually went up and stopped the wave right here. So Yawi will be able to soak in that gold buffed minion. Yeah, he gets it there. Just losing, I think, 1 minion because he held it off for a bit before he went over to the bottom lane. And here again, it's Echo with better setup. Carl's dead though, but again, they're completely fine with taking these, like, they're complete. Oh, that was nice. That was really well played by NXPE. Look at the way they micromanage this really well. I thought for sure Sanford would have been able to get the kill here, but he gets the red tree. Wow, he just red trees that and gives it over to Lapu, and he gets out. Good one by NXP. Very well played. Yeah, this is why it's like Akai is really good. Aside from the Martis, if you really want to go up against the Fredrin, one of the reasons the Fredrin is so good is because of neutral objective control and overall just farming, right? So if you have something like an Akai who basically beats Fredrin every single time in 50-50s, it just takes away from the Fredrin a lot. Fredrin is still strong. I'm not saying it's not strong because of the Akai pick, but it's not as strong as it's supposed to be. Good combo by Yawi there. Okay, both teams again just setting up. The items popped up for a bit. Yawi. Oh my god, dude. See how much pressure he relieves from his team? Even there, like, sure, it doesn't get the kill, but it's already so good for Echo, especially for Benny, because he can now cut the waves and they can put more pressure down. And they don't cut the waves in the end, but you know what I'm saying here, right? They can actually just clear up the waves. Benny gets basically 1 wave here for free without getting punished at all, but because usually he would probably get punished by Beatrix. And then they set up a full gank. Wow, wait, I didn't even see Sanford. Damn. Well, okay. Sanford, what did he do here? Just shoves in the wave and rotates all the way top. What a... Wow. Subversion, dude. I would never have... I wouldn't even call it. If I was NXPE, Lapu, I wouldn't even call that he's gonna go top. I'll be like, he's missing. Well played. Just really well played, dude. Echo. Jeez. And it's all set up by the play earlier, like I said, right? It relieves so much pressure for the team to just set up over again. And wow. Now you can really understand. That's why I was like, why didn't they just cut the waves right here, right? After getting them low. Now you really understand why they didn't cut the waves. They wanted... Well... Yeah, I mean, technically if they did stay here to cut the waves, then... You know, Beatrix would have probably played around here. Wouldn't have pushed up further, right? But because because the wave is still stuck here, he pushed up further. And it's... Yeah. Wow, well played. That's beautiful by Echo. And then this one. So well played. I mean, they do get a trade, but it's so worth it because it's... I didn't even think about it. The reason they put all their members up top and they were able... Like, the reason they're okay with the trade 1-for-1, despite them having the winning side, is because it sets up for the turtle take. The side over here, if you get the turret and you clear the wave, the pressure is going to be stuck here. You have control over all of this, basically. And yeah, that's free turtle, literally. They solved the problem almost instantaneously, right? I mean, the first two turtles went to NXPE because they were able to just constantly put in pressure because they have equal map control. Get more map control, and that's it. That's it. There's no way the Akai comes in. If the Akai comes in, he's dead. He's dead, right? Here, itemization, 100 strike, dominance, ice, nothing too special there. Claude with the steel leg plates, as I noticed earlier. Steel leg plates from Carl TZ2. And he goes for the DHS, working for the golden staff now. Sanford up top. Has the petrifying one. That's what he was waiting for, and Beatrix is dead. This is why I just really don't like picking Beatrix into a Yuzong. You can see here, right? The reason Sanford doesn't make a move is because his petrify is still on cooldown. He's still on cooldown. He's here. 4 seconds. So he just waits for that. Beatrix is gonna think he's alone, and then 1 second up, Sanford jumps in. He's dead. And even if I would actually say, even if the Beatrix, even if Sanford didn't have the petrify, he would have been dead there. The Beatrix. I just really dislike the Beatrix pick into this composition. And I think, yeah, it's really showing now, right? The Farsa's already having troubles, and then they double down on the vulnerable backline. I would have definitely... yeah, I would have definitely picked up something like a Brody or even a Melissa. I would much rather go for the Melissa than the Beatrix. I'd go for Brody here instead of the Beatrix, because then they would actually have a winning lane, right? The Claude won't really be able to do much, and NXP would have more to say in the gold lane. They can actually rotate the gold lane, win a few more skirmishes easier. With the neutral objective control that they already have on the bottom side, I think it's already good. But because now the Beatrix is so far behind, they're just sieging for free. Nothing they could do. Yeah. Nothing they could do. The Beatrix, I'm not saying the Beatrix can't win, right? But in the matchup, it just favors the Claude because he can scale pretty equally. Beatrix isn't the same bully that she was in Season 8, Season 9 of MPL. So, yeah, she has dropped a bit in terms of how she bullies, right? She can probably clear waves, yeah. Shove waves with the Bennett. Poke with the Renner, but if the Claude goes for steel leg plates for side him, not really much you could do. So... I think that's why it's like this right now. Top side is pushed up so far already. They're playing around that top lane really well because they want to play around the Lord. Lord spawns here, clears out the wave. They even slow pushed the mid wave, technically. Well, they did slow push it, but they built it up, right? They waited for the next wave to come in before they shoved it. So it's 2 cannon mini waves pushing in, forcing the feather airstrike to come through. That's a resource burn up advantage over here. And this is Echo's specialty, right? Because they're using this mostly as just a bait. They want to bait NXPE in. And if NXPE doesn't go, it's a forced error. Okay? If you guys don't know what a forced error means, it's literally in the name, forced error. It's an error from the enemy team that's caused by your team, right? You're forcing it to happen. You're forcing the error from the enemy team to happen. You're clearing in mid-wave, then you're going to the Lord. You're forcing them to rotate here. If they don't rotate here, free Lord. If they rotate here, free team fight, right? You have this massive gold lead and your composition is built to team fight. So, yeah, I mean, just really well played. If you want to see the high level games and how good teams are, you should see how many times they use forced errors in their games and how creative they get in their forced errors. Because it's all about the creativity when you're... Oh, whoa. We're in a fight. Interesting. Wow, Yawi. Nice, Shunpu. Oh my god, he baits it. That is so fucky, bro. Shunpu's out. Let's see what Yawi does here. He has the flicker. Nope, just zoning. Again with the Black Dragon form 2. Echo, beautiful play around like the tier 2. Just sandwiching them slowly but surely, right? Sieging. Benny steals orange buff. They're using the map control super well. They cleared out this. You see this? Okay? This part of the wave, this part of the map is completely Echo's. The NXP can't really open. They can open with the conceal, but then they risk losing more, and then they risk losing their protection, right? Because then Echo can come from this angle if they really conceal over here, and they can attack all around. NXP plays it front to back, so they basically can't do that. They cannot conceal over. Here, it's a massive Numina Blast. It's actually a really good one. Echo kind of throwing there, honestly. But, yeah, I mean, they baited out They baited out a few abilities, is what I wanted to say. Benny does pretty good damage, and this is still worth. I think, usually with the first Lord of the game, You get all tier 2 turrets, it's value. If you get all tier 2 turrets and the base turret passive, it's extreme value. If you get all tier 2 turrets and win one base turret, almost auto win. I can't see people losing from that unless they really throw hard. And here's the classic build for Claude now, right? You go DHS, Golden Staff, Corrosion Scythe. Then go for Wind of Nature. Go for tough boots and the steel leg plates for physical. It really depends here for the boots. You can go for magic if the enemy team has more magic, but because he's laning against the Beatrix, he just respects him a bit more. And the Lapu is probably the only one who can really dive to him. The Farce is not really going to have much to say. The reason there's not much magic damage or magic defense from Benny is because he really doesn't need to care. I think for the most part, a lot of people don't need to care about the magic damage. Because Yu Zhong is going to be the one who's constantly on her, even the Chou. I don't even think the Farsa can really do much here in this game. She's always going to be zone, Black Dragon form, even Yawi. Sanford #1 damage. Now they're just slow pushing the waves. They're just freezing the waves, not really letting NXP get any farm in lane, forcing them to just be in the jungle, choking them basically, suffocating them. And then, classic again. Classic way that Echo likes to play this. Karltizi starts the Lord, and everybody else just gets better position. Sanford maneuvers up top. This is something that you need to utilize too, man. One of the reasons you send... why Yu Zhong is so good at this... Oh, dude, it's so well played, right? Wait. So, what they're doing here is basically, again, setting up... Karltizi, why is he hitting the Lord, right? You may ask. He's basically resetting it. He's resetting it so that NXP cannot really fully commit with Claude and Yu Zhong up top. They cannot fully commit on the Lord. Because it's pulled like this, right? So if they try to commit now, they have to wait first for the Lord to step back, then they try their best to hit it now. Then they try to commit. But by the time they do that, it's already a bit too late, right? Because everybody else has come through. Karltizi is here. They've used so many resources. 5 ultimates baited out. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good, chat. Oh my god, boys. It's so good. Next level, honestly, from Echo. Nothing. Benny QT shoves in the mid lane. The top side is even slow pushing. They didn't even fully shove the wave. They slow push that top lane. Bottom side doing the same thing. That's a free Lord. Another forced error play that was set up from the Lord dance from Karltizi, forcing them to commit. Oh my god, let's just take a look. Let's just see how creative the forced error here was, man. They push up top, right? Basically forcing NXP to make a move here. Because with the top lane slow pushing like that and them rotating back, they will get free Lord, basically. Why? Because if the mini wave crashes onto the turret and they don't catch it, they miss a lot of XP and gold. So it's a loss either way. If they don't contest on the Lord, they lose out either way. I mean, if they contest, they lose out XP and gold. If they head over to the top lane for XP and gold for the mini waves, then they lose out on the Lord, right? So they make a decision, a risky one. They just go for it. They commit. They try to go for Fredrin, but Karltizi, a bit too tanky, still very very good maneuverability, very good mobility here. Gets out from the pin. I think the pin was just not on point there. Yeah, I think he's not on point. He's not there. I think this is a little bit of a misplay from Boyet. But also, yeah, Karltizi just gets out. 4-man ult, 5-man ult gone. It's over. And then they even here there's a forced error, right? Julian already basically here. He was seen. He can always just go in, but Echo understands that they just want the Lord. So they just get position. Sanji's here so that Benny can clear, and they can't really go straight. They have to move and maneuver over here. This is really well played, and becomes free Lord. And now they just slow push. Yeah, I mean, this it can't get cleaner than this. I don't know how you can get cleaner than this. This is literally... This is... Oh my god. This isn't fair. This really isn't fair. NXP are getting ragdolled. Black Dragon formed to zone. Yawi. Wow, he still gets out. Sanji flickers out. Dies. But the turret is dead. They use all their ultimates. Benny can free hit now. Yep. Oh, wow. Oh, nice one, Benny. Again, I would still say it's worth. Sanji does die there, but he doesn't even have a shutdown. The only shutdown they have is on Sanford. And that's why it's so interesting. This is why this is the way to go, right? If you really want to dominate games, you want to dominate through objectives, not through kills. Because even though Echo have looked very dominant in their team fights, they've just been utilizing their forced errors to secure objectives. Look at the kills. If you look at just the kills, you would think this is a close game, right? You would really think it's a close game, but it's really not. It's not close at all. Look at the turrets, look at objective takes, look at everything, look at the gold lead that they even have, right? The reason it becomes so hard for NXPE now, and the reason you want to win through objectives and not through kills is because if you win through kills, sure, all right, let's say you've been winning because of team fights, because of pick. Every single member on your team has a lot of kills. When you make a slight mistake, bounties all across the board for the enemy team. Meanwhile, here you can see Sanji. NXPE used so many of their resources to get Sanji, and it's not even worth it because Sanji only has 1 kill. It's not even a shutdown. They get 2 base turrets, which is worth it. And here they can always just turn it around because NXPE, with the play that they made earlier, they didn't get any gold. Basically, Benny now can end. It's GG. It's so well played. It's unreal. It's unreal how good Echo are. Props to the draft, because I honestly felt like this is just Echo out-drafting NXPE. And props to the players, right? Because the execution was absolutely bullshit. So good. How do you beat this team? And they give first pick again to Echo. Not a big fan of that, man. We're going to skip to game 2 instantly, by the way, because that's such a fast game. And I think, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, with them getting second pick, I honestly feel like the game might be faster. Why I think that way is because 1-1 and Joy, if you're second pick, 1-1 and Joy will always be banned. You need to be the ones banning it out. So Echo have more creativity when it comes to what they want to ban. And they go for the same exact bans because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here, if they go for the Kadita again, I just don't really like it, right? Honestly, take the Fredrin out. That could be a good choice. Or the Chou. The Chou. Come on. The Chou. Fredrin or Chou? If they go for the Kadita again, I'm... Oh, man. There's no... I don't know about this, man. Not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. I understand what the Kadita can do. I understand why it's so prio. But, you know... It didn't work out in game number 1. Maybe you want to change something. Okay, let's see. Maybe they change something here. If they go for Lapu and Farsa again, honestly, I think they're kind of trolling. I think picking up a Yuzong and then the Farsa. Okay. So they make the changes here. They pick the Farsa again and then the Yuzong, but again, like the Lapu can still be an answer to this Farsa, right? And I think that's what they're going for already. Sanford has already requested the Lapu. Go for Chou. Again, Chou Lapu. Last time was Chou Yuzong. Yeah, why not Chou Lapu, right? Or Chou Claude. I'm not sure about the Chou Claude. Do they want to go for Claude? If they want to go for a fast game, leave the gold lane to the last pick again. Yeah, that's a Chou. Valentina. Oh, I completely forgot about the Valentina. Yeah. Valentina, even... very good. Very good pick. Not that the Black Dragon form is here. Yeah, it's very easy to go for. Oh, yeah, I completely blanked out about the Valentina. I spoke about the Valentina in game 1. Yeah, didn't really mention it in game 2. Let's see what NXPE does here. Farsa, Yudong. I think securing a gold laner would be okay, but I'm not a big fan of the Akai pick. Yeah, go for the gold lane. I like it. I like the Melissa pick here. Up against this composition, Melissa does really well. I like it. Yeah, Melissa does really well here. Then they ban the Lapu. Good choice. I think next is the Benedetta. Let's see if I'm right here. That's a Karina ban. Interesting. If they don't go for Benedetta, who else do they want to go for? Sanford, XP, Glue. Glue can be an option here. You have a Yuzong already though, so I don't really think you want to ban. You don't need to ban the Glue. Okay, they ban the gold laner. Again, Claude, like I mentioned, does really well against the Melissa, so I think that's a very good ban. Echo ban the Ruby. So, Ruby ban, usually going for something that's a bit more mobile in the gold lane. I wonder what they want to go for here. Up against the Melissa. Brody or Harith, I think, are the choices here for Benny. NXPE at this point, roamer or jungle? Martis is a good jungler here. I would say Martis is an option to go for. If they don't want to go for Martis, what do they go for? Yeah, they go for Martis. Yeah, I mean, 0% win rate. Holy shit. Martis just hasn't found. Wow. In PH, 0%. Okay. Echo. Let's see what Echo goes for now. Brody or Harith. And then XP Benedetta. Benedetta. Or Glue. There you go. Ah, my God. Last pick. I wonder what last pick is. I understand why they go for the Kufra. 3 dashes, 4 dashes technically. Valentina Chou. I like the Kufra pick. I think this game is very winnable for NXPE. Okay. Okay, let's see. This game is very winnable. I think the drafts are pretty solid from both teams. I think the Kufra pick is really good here. Yeah, I think this game is really good. I mean, I think game 2 they have a better draft than game 1. They have more counterplay. Harris, I wonder how that matchup plays out. I haven't really. Sanford. He's so good at the game, boys. Early game, as usual, Marta's going to be able to clear faster than the Fredrin, but Yawi and Sanji, Valentina Chou clears mid lane better. So it's already a bit different here, right? Echo had a weaker side in the mid lane. Now they have a stronger side in the mid lane, so they can roam a bit more.
Because if you're up against the setups of, well, Sanford of Yawi, you would need a flicker, right? Yeah. But this relies on how this team would make their magic work up against Echo's lineup. Yeah, I also want to see here what ultimate Sanji will be picking up most.
Sanji's most probably going to be taking it for the airstrike. It rotates to gold lane a bit faster. I mean, to XP lane a bit faster here. Wants to share this XP minion. Good poke as well. Very good poke. Very, very good poke. Then they can shove this together. Sanford even jumping forward. And there you go. Both level 4. Sanji will take that final cannon minion. Sanford will set up. Better setup again from Echo. Even in the mid lane. Wow. Roamer battle. Yawi wins it. He actually, I think he kicked him into the... Oh my God. Solo kill, Yawi. And a turtle. I think there's a mistake here from NXP, honestly. Like, I mean, it's not really a mistake. It's the default play, but I think they should play more around the gold lane. Maybe early on they couldn't do that because obviously the lanes were just being manipulated really well by Echo in the mid lane. But, you know, right now they should focus their resources up top because that's their own, that's the way they can win. Getting the Melissa ahead will basically prolong the game for them. And I think they're already doing it. Even here. Wow. It's kind of crazy. How dominant Echo are, dudes. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this chat. Bros. Karltizi zones them. Sanji rotates as well because of better mid control. And it's even more dominant now. I actually don't know how to like... I don't know how to... Wait. Like, look at how much gold Benny got already. It's so unfair. It really is unfair. They got the turtle. They got gold lane pressure. They had no weak sides. What the fuck? Goat energy. First play, wow. 1,500 kills. Congratulations, Carl. I think the top most kills in Indo is Selly Boy. 1,300 or 1,200. So no one has reached 1,500 just yet.
Milestones work, but no contest for NXPE as of now.
Even here, Benny sacrificing that gold lane to actually rotate to clear out mid, help out in the turtle fight, just in case it gets contested. And even in top lane, they're not really able to punish that well. I really wonder why they aren't.
Contest for NXPE was as of now. No.
How did he leave the wave? He just shoved the wave. Yeah, he just shoved the wave with Yawi.
Damage. So make this milestone.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's super well played now that you look at it, right? I mean, Benny did not show up in the map at all after clearing that wave. He just disappeared after clearing it with Yawi, and that's why they're not really going for it. That's why they're not committing fully onto the wave. And then next wave they go for it, and even here, because the turtle has been taken out, and because the members haven't shown, Echo members, they don't want to go for anything. So it's just wow. Really well played, man. They know the timing really well. So the minion waves, before they even crashed, they already cleared it out. So they bought a little bit more time for the minions before the minions spawn again in the 10th or 40th second. They have the minion waves down to a T. That's what I've been mentioning, right? In the mid lane. And here, let's take a look at items. Calamity Reaper. Oh, this is what everybody's been doing, by the way. Go for a Fury Hammer first here. Just for added penetration, and then go for like your full item next. So don't complete the whole thing. Just Fury Hammer is like the steel leg plates of physical damage.
Stay the same level.
Like it's very good value. 12 physical penetration for 800 gold.
Pressure where they want.
Now you can see them punish. Yeah,
I mean,
there you go.
resources, the ultimates out that they want, and then they're happy with it. So out of all of this, NXP at least grabs the turret top side. They can kind of play around that now. They're probably going to park Doming bottom to just continue to
Pretty interesting that Benny's just been leaving the lane, but I understand why he's been leaving the lane. It's the 5th minute of the game, right? We crossed the 5th minute of the game, so there's no longer any buff gold minions and even XP. So he's roaming across the mid lane to get a little bit more pressure, and even in the end, they're going to be able to take that turret down with better mid control.
also not being safe right now
Very interesting.
for NXPE. Because if they wait, you might want to trade.
Nice, Sanford. Whoa.
This one, Sanford still survives.
Again, there are no weak sides, man. Everybody plays so well.
The petrify there gets out with the luck of final blow and everything else. One for then now phase of the game.
Then let's see how they set up for the turtle here. Clear out mid lane. Better mid control. Shoves it up. Forcing Melissa over there. And here it's just, oh, wow. That was really well played by Brusco. But still, they didn't have any members to follow that up. They're not even in a position to follow it up. But well played, man. I think if everybody was there, they would have been a really good play. And then, oh my god. You see the Black Dragon form, you can steal it. That's why the Valentino works so well here. That's why the Valentino wasn't picked earlier, because it's the Lapu and the Farsa. You can only steal the Farsa's ult. But because they picked up Yuzong and Farsa, 2 big ults instantly. Oh my god, dude. Holy crap. They are trading very... This is a very interesting trade, but by NXPE. Wow. Domeng didn't even go for boots here. Good kill on Sanford. But Sanford clears the wave before he dies. Holy shit. So it's not even like a good trade at all. What the fuck? This team. How do you beat him? I don't understand. Like, oh my god. You kill one guy and then he even does everything perfect before he dies. It's crazy, dude. Also, NXPE kind of crazy for leaving Chou twice. Up. Or even Fredrin, you know? Maybe ban the Fredrin. And then now they just reset it again. They take the wave slow. Oh, this is a very... I feel like it's going to be a very fast game. Even faster than last time. There's no fight at all by NXPE this time around. Yep. Again, right? This is what I said in game number 1. They use the Lord How as a forced error. They've already shoved that top... Well, they're slow pushing top lane. They've shoved mid lane. And now, what NXP can do is, they can commit onto Lord, and Echo will just cancel it and go for a team fight because they're already way ahead. If NXP don't contest, then the mini waves will be crashing in. Even if they contest here, they're losing XP and gold in mini waves in the mid lane. Look, guys. this is lost XP and gold. So it's so many forced errors that NXP are overwhelmed, and they just their decision making just gets destroyed by it, right? You think that they just don't know what they're doing, but no, it's just Echo. Echo are doing it really well. By the way, the top lane wasn't even slow push. My bad. It was actually just like it was just staying still. Actually, it was frozen pretty well.
Is the items enough? Is the defense enough? Because if you're looking at the composition of Echo, there's one knock-up, there's one way that Sanford can slip through and knock out the every.
Now, yeah, now it's a slow push. Now it's a slow push building in that top lane, bottom lane as well. Now it is.
They could either
Yawi!
because if we see it soon,
Reaction time. Oh my god.
oh, he missed it.
No, he didn't miss it. Yawi dodged it, man.
Not how you want it to go, right? I mean, the question you're asking here,
Oh my god.
that it does
Oh my god. How do you... They're just better. What the... They're just better. Echo are just better.
does not have the ultimate available.
Echo are just better, dude.
Hail Mary defense is going to be what they need here. So Lord down
Oh my god.
the way of the dragon, they find Brusco exactly. Still alive for now. Another going to fall here. Sanji gets punished. A little bit of
What the fuck? Oh my god.
finding the kill.
Oh, thank god. Yes. But again, it's all objectives. Even if you get the kills, it's not worth it. They don't have shutdowns. Holy shit, that's why Echo are always like super aggressive here. They know that even if they die here, you're probably gonna lose like 2,000 gold. That's it. That's it. It's fine. And like I said, the fact that they got base turret passive and both mid and top lane base turrets half HP, you can't find better value. They understand when to engage. It looks dumb. It's like, why would they jump in like that? They lost Sanji and Benny. It's okay if they lose Sanji and Benny. They're both they only have one kill. They only have one kill. It's not even a bounty set on them. There's no bounty. It's fine. You could die. Oh my god, it's so annoying. How do you... What? They can do that and they can't get punished because, again, it's... Oh my god.
But Echo not even going to let that happen.
Freezing both sides, mid lane. They're slowing it. I mean, man. And then now they shove it,
Isolate one.
and then they use the Lord again just for a fight. They lose the Lord for a fight. They use the Lord to bait out a fight. NXP force a fight. They reset instantly. Right? Look at that. Reset instantly. Back off. Now the Black Dragon form has been popped in. They go for it again. They did fully reset it. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my god.
Novak, though, going to get kicked. There's the way the dragon was used.
Nah, but, okay, the Kadena may be scary. I understand that, but fucking ban Chou. Holy shit, this guy is a menace. This guy is too good on Chou. I've never seen a Chou this good. I've never seen a Chou this good, bro. Like, for real. I think the moment when he kicked CW to his team, when he Jeet Kundo'd on 4 people, cult altered 4 people, and he still managed to target CW, to kick CW on to Echo at M4, that's the moment where I was like, okay, no, this guy, fuck him, he's too good. He's too good on the Chou. He's too good. He's too good on the Chou. Best Chou of all time. Not even joking. Mechanically, he is the god. He is the best Chou I've ever seen in my life. There is no one comes close. No one comes close. No one comes close. He is the best Chou. Holy crap. Oh my god. What a... Oh, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Tell me what you think about Echo. Tell me what you think about NXPE. Tell me what you think about the best Chou. Do you guys agree? If you disagree or if I missed any of the moments here in this game, please do let me know. Or just let me know your thoughts on how to beat Echo or anything. At this point, anything. Echo, too good. My god. Let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, because I'll be uploading a whole lot of content here for MPL PH and MPL Indonesia. OSX Naisu and Reptar on the desk. Thanks for the game, boys. Oh my god. Yawi, so good.